I see here king coming. I'll pick a second ball, I say. Then I watch TV, and then I can boo him, and I be hungry. Then I can say I seen him a week on one month, and then and that's it.
Ain't nothing wrong with you, just remember you're special. Feeling hopeless and alone, just remember there's always God there to be there to help you. Put in effort, make mistakes, no one on this earth is perfect. Trials and tribulations both in life are guaranteed, but in the end it's all worth it. I'm hoping and I'm praying this is something relatable and the words are beneficial when someone out there can understand what I'm saying. Mind, muscle, motivation. Let's stop playing. Share it with the nation. Mind, muscle, spirit, motivation. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the little one talking that talk. Y'all make sure y'all like, subscribe, share. Let's build a community. Let's continue to get better together forever. Listen, like I said, the little one was doing this thing, but I want y'all to understand what he was talking about. I want y'all to see the magnetic energy, just the attitude and the brightness, the radiance that little boy had. We are all born with it, I believe. And I want to talk about being ambitious but lazy, because that little boy is ambitious. He's full of energy, so he's not lazy. He's always on the go. And what I'm getting at is that we are all born with energy. We're all born with that radiance. We're all born with the mentality of just being on the go and just wanting to play, wanting to grow and just do what we do every single day. So I'm saying, if you're ambitious but lazy, we're fed with negativity. We're fed with other people's opinions. And that leads to the fear. That leads to the uncertainty in ourselves, in which what we want to do, what we want to accomplish. So if you're ambitious but lazy, stop asking for other people's opinions. Stop looking for other people's opinions. Stop paying attention to other people's opinions. Stop overthinking and just do it. For me, I overthink when I listen to other people's opinion. I overthink when I ask for other people's opinion. And what I need to start doing is just do it. What you need to start doing is just do it. Stop overthinking. That overthinking stuff, it keeps you up at night. It keeps you going back and forth. You're in a rocking chair, going back and forth, but not going nowhere. That little boy, he only pays attention by what he sees. He's 3, okay? We gotta be delusional. We gotta, it may sound funny. You may think like, what? But I think we gotta start thinking like a little kid again. We gotta wanna do something and just do it. We gotta believe in what we do and just do it. We gotta start trying things and just do it. Not even really paying attention about the what ifs or what could happen, or we just gotta do it. Again, that little boy, he has a certain radiance about him, and that's all of us. We could have that too. We just let it go by what other people say, or what other people say that we should do or shouldn't do. And another thing, if you're ambitious but lazy, think about somebody else that you're doing it for. And if you can't do that, whatever you're ambitious about isn't important enough. Or let me take that back. If you're when we're ambitious about something, we need to connect it to someone else. I think we need to, because you're going to allow yourself to be ambitious, but you're not going to do anything because it's not going to mean enough, and perhaps maybe it's not important enough. So I think you should always correlate your ambition to something in someone else. If you want to lose weight, Think about how it can not only impact you, but somebody else, somebody that you love. Connect it to more life that you can spend with somebody else that's currently in your life. If you want to lose weight, think about how it would make you feel. Think about that goal, or however you picture yourself. Or you know what, when it comes to weight loss, first off, I want to say, don't think that your life is going to be how you see other people. I think that is a mistake when it comes to being ambitious, because a lot of times we're ambitious from what we see, that we think we're going to also become, experience, or have. So I think that's what causes the laziness to come to play, because we can be ambitious about something, and maybe we have accomplished something that we were ambitious about, and then once we accomplished that goal, it wasn't what we thought. And maybe that came from what you saw, whatever you were ambitious about, on someone else. So what I'm trying to say is, if you don't get it, maybe you're ambitious about losing weight, female or male, and you had that body that you always thought you wanted. And once you had it, you saw it on someone else, and your life didn't end up being what it was that you saw on someone else. So don't correlate what you see when it comes to what you think you want to accomplish to what you think it's going to end up becoming once you accomplish it. Always make sure whatever you want to accomplish, succeed at, achieve, is truly what you want to do. Because growing up, I always thought I wanted what I saw. It wasn't too much that I wanted to accomplish just from sincere, genuine grit in me. It was always from what I saw. And I know we have to be exposed to certain stuff in order for us to know if we really want that. But that can lead to discouragement. That can lead to uncertainty, because you just see other people doing these things, and you're just like, I could never do that. You know, I'm not capable of that. We can tell ourselves that. We can be our own worst enemy. And then what happens? We stop trying to lose weight. We stop working. We stop working out. We stop a work ethic that we had because of the long process that we have to have in order to achieve. Listen, we got to understand, nothing happens overnight. We may think it does, but we're not exposed to the grit and the grind. And a lot of times that's what causes people to be lazy, especially in this day and age where everything is so instant. I always talk about it. We have too much instant gratification. We're inundated with too much instant gratification. And that causes a person very ambitious to lose that grit, that hunger. You can be the most ambitious person in the world, and if you're a person who's used to having instant gratification, you're not going to have that. You're not going to be ambitious for too long. I've seen some of the most ambitious people. I mean, they had a work ethic that I was inspired by, and they no longer do anything that they used to talk about. They no longer do anything that they used to try to accomplish and achieve. You know, I've seen people at the gym who used to go more than me, and now when I see them, they're overweight and they no longer work out. And it's because they're not correlating health to something or someone else. I always try to make sure whatever it is I want to do, I always try to make sure how it can impact someone else. I always try to make sure that it's not only going to benefit me, but someone else. So, when I'm praying to God in the morning, at night, wherever it may be, I'm asking Him to make sure the things that I want to do in life not only impact me, but other people. So when I'm working out, I'm not thinking about what type of body I'm going to get. I'm thinking about the good health that I'm praying that it can cause me to have, so I can be around those and I can be there for those that I love that may need me or just want me around. I'm not just thinking about the good body that I'm going to get, that I can post on whatever social media I have, the pictures. I don't even take selfies anymore. I really don't. Do I record myself working out? Yeah, of course. But I don't even take selfies anymore, because how is that going to benefit someone that I may love? I'm not a model. I'm not trying out for a magazine. And I'm not saying you can't do that if that's what your goal is. But for me personally, that's not what it's about. So I don't do it anymore. So if you're going to be an ambitious person, ask yourself, whatever you're ambitious about, is it truly, are you willing to lose sleep? Are you willing to cut ties with people who don't benefit you in any way possible? And are you willing to be without? Look, ambitious just is sexy. The word itself is sexy, and it looks sexy on people. And it gives you a certain aura that is just attractive. But the true meaning behind being ambitious, you're going to have to really get down and dirty. For me, that's the whole purpose of being ambitious. Truly getting down to it and getting it done every day. Ambitious is a hard worker that's willing to sacrifice it all, that's willing to do whatever it takes to do to get it done and to have and to accomplish. When people bring up and talk about being ambitious, like I said, a lot of times they just like how it sounds. A lot of times they just want to go around saying they're ambitious. But when another person is ambitious about the same thing, and then they explain the process, the hard work and the journey, nah, I'm not ambitious anymore. Forget that. So if you're going to be ambitious about something, just truly understand that it's hard work behind being ambitious. And you got to really understand the process and the journey, because that's what it is. That's really what it is. You can be ambitious about being on YouTube, and if you don't have a work ethic, if you don't have consistency, you're going to give up on it. And when I talk about being lazy, I'm not necessarily talking about being ambitious, but you're always laying in bed and you don't have any type of grit or dedication or commitment. When I say lazy, I just mean that it doesn't take much for you to give up. A person can say the littlest thing to make you no longer want to do whatever it is that you started to do. If you're a person who likes to work out and you find yourself always trying and going back, even when you don't get results, obviously there's a part of you that likes to do it. So why not push yourself? And why not become ambitious about it? Why not make a goal for yourself? If you want a certain body, hey, so be it. That's you. Just because it's me doesn't mean it can't be you. And if you're a person who wants to have a house, understand the process behind what it takes to get it. If you're a person who wants to move out of your parents' house, understand what all it's going to come with when you get an apartment. Don't just go around liking the title of being an ambitious person. Understand, if you're going to be ambitious about something, understand what it's going to take. And understand that you're going to have a certain level of dedication and commitment. That's what I mean about being lazy. Other people have different, definitions and terms that they want to use about, when it comes to being lazy. But for me, that's what being lazy is. With no dedication, no commitment, no type of grind or grit. For me, that's lazy. A person who will give up easily from not having instant gratification, from not having an instant achievement. For me, that's what lazy is. So if you think, lazy is a person who just sits around and lay in bed all day, well, obviously that is lazy. But when I talk about being ambitious and lazy, those two things, that's what I'm talking about. Giving up in life, that's just something that's not in my DNA. That's just something that I haven't done. And that's something that I will never do. So being ambitious is something that I'm going to always have in my DNA. And that's not to toot my own horn. That's not to be cocky or arrogant. That's just me. That's what I was raised with. And I've always wanted to compete against myself. So again, I'm going to always be ambitious because I'm always going to have a higher standard for myself. I'm going to always have higher expectations for myself than everybody else. And if you can do that and you can connect it to whatever it is that you do, oh, absolutely, you're going to be an ambitious person. You're going to be ambitious about absolutely everything. And I salute you. I salute you, bruh. I salute you. I say, bro, I'll call everybody that, whatever. But if you can correlate that to everything that you do, not only are you going to get better, but you're gonna have achievements that people didn't think that you would have, and you're gonna have achievements that people maybe even that you didn't think you would be able to achieve, because you're gonna always keep your head down and keep working. You're gonna always have your head down, and you're gonna keep on digging and diving, and you're gonna keep on listening to my muscle spirit motivation, bruh. I had to throw that in there, but yeah, ambitious but lazy. Check this video out. Just listen to it and understand being ambitious. Like I said, the title is sexy. It's attractive. But if you're truly going to be an ambitious person, you gotta be down for the get down. You can't be afraid to get dirty and gritty. And there's a lot of ambitious people out here in this world. And if you want to be the best of the ambitious people, you're going to have to be willing to do what that person isn't willing to do. You're going to have to make sacrifices, and you're just going to have to do it. Seriously. And I mentioned the whole weight loss thing because everybody talks about losing weight. Everybody talks about wanting to work out and do this and do that. And I'm just like, if 25 minutes. Seriously, if you don't have that, it doesn't mean much. And it doesn't have to be only working out, but working out is what I hear the most from everybody, okay? Everybody. But if you're a person who you think that all you do is work and you don't have time for those that you love, you don't have 20 or 30 minutes, seriously, that's what I call lazy. Seriously. People like to talk about how they always sacrifice so much time being at work and they don't have time to do this and do that. And I'm just, in my mind, inside, internally, I used to laugh, but I don't laugh no more. Now I'm just saying to myself, it's a shame. Listen, you're talking about a person who has messed up feet. You're talking about a person you're talking about a 32-year-old. Listen, I'm not comparing myself. I'm just trying to bring a bigger context to what I'm saying. But you're talking about a person who has messed up feet. You're talking about a young 32-year-old male that's in shape, but on the highest dose of medicine or medication, who has to overcome episodes, also known as seizures, every single day. But I will go to work every day. I don't care what anybody says. I make money working on the weekends, but every day is a job because I have a job within myself. I have a job entertaining a 3-year-old who's highly active. I'm a man. I have jobs as a man for his family. But when I want to do something, I will make time for it. I mean, seriously, people make time for what they want to make time for. Understand me. Believe you me, people will make time for what they want to make time for. So, it's easy to be ambitious. It's easy. But it's even easier to lose that ambitious mentality. It's even easier to lose. But it's also easy to have. You just got to make time. You got to understand, we all have 24 hours in a day. But understand, you still can sleep 8 hours. I know a lot of people talk about, rich people don't sleep 8 hours a day or, whatever. But you can do a lot in 24 hours, people. You can do a lot. And if I'm not motivating a person to be ambitious, to go out and get it, you know how much can change in a day? You know how much can change in a month, in a year? A lot. Especially in this day and age where people are becoming viral overnight. And don't confuse what I said. I know earlier I talked about how we're all built upon instant gratification, and that's what causes us to give up and become lazy. But the fact that it's possible to do those things that I'm now talking about, you should be hungrier now more than ever. The fact that other people are doing it, the fact that other people are doing all these things from social media, I don't think there's not one person in this world that should be lazy, because we're all doing this. And if you're not only doing this for entertainment, you can be doing this to set your family up for the rest of their life because other people are doing it. I mean, come on. The little device that we're on every single day can change our lives forever. Oh, that's mind-blowing to me. I know it, but saying it out gives me a different type of vibe. This little device that I'm talking to, that someone in this world will listen and watch, can change your life forever. Not one person in this world, if you have a phone, not one person in this world should be lazy. And not one person in this world shouldn't be ambitious. Because whatever you're seeing that person do, you can do it too. Whoever's watching this, you can do it too. Whoever's listening to this, you can do it too. Do I really need to say anything else? Golly. If you're ambitious but lazy, whatever you're ambitious about doesn't mean enough. Whatever you're ambitious about, you haven't correlated or connected it to someone more important, bigger than you. I don't know what else to tell you. I really don't know what else to tell you. I know a lot of times it's not what you know, but who you know. I know a lot of times it's all about connections. It's about relationships. But again, this little device right here that you can hold in your phone, that you sleep next to every night, and that you look at every single day. Come on, man. Mind, muscle, spirit, motivation. Hey, hopefully this one video did everything for those three. Hopefully it motivated someone spiritually, mentally, and physically, yes. Like, subscribe, share, keep watching, people. Keep listening, people. Let's build a community. Let's build a community. Let's build a connection. And understand we all have a purpose on this earth. We all have a purpose. And we can all be of influence. That's what I believe my purpose is for. And understand it's easy to become ambitious, but it's even easier to lose that ambitious mentality. Don't be lazy, people. Someone out there is relying on you. Someone out there is depending on you. So keep that hunger. You should never lose it. Until next time, stay blessed. And I love each and every single one of y'all. Let's get better together forever. Until next time, we out. Peace.